Hello, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will cover one more scenario for OpenQuery file. So let me show you the data first, and then we'll discuss how we are using this time OpenQuery file. So for that, I'm doing run query on my file test pf1, hitting enter. So you can see we have six records in this file. Now we are going to utilize OpenQuery file for accessing data, but in different way. This time we would like to fetch the data for a particular range. So let's say if I want to fetch the data from user ID 20 to user ID 50, then how to utilize OpenQuery file for this. So let's see. So let me take you to the program, taking edit mode. Firstly, we will declare the file. So for that, you need to write DCLF, then pass your file name and library name. If you want to specify, you can specify here. Otherwise, it will take from the library list. After that, we are declaring one variable. So just write DCL and press F4. Here you can pass your variable name. So I keep it as QRY for query, type as character, storage as auto, and the length of the query string is 50. Here we are designing the query that we are going to use with OpenQuery file. So for that you need to start the single quote and the single quote, and in between that you need to write the query. So what we are doing here, this is user ID when user ID equals to, and we are using one function which is percentage range, so 20 to 40. So if user ID is in between 20 to 40, then it should print that data, or the file should be overridden for that particular condition. Okay, so in this way we can write the query. Once query variable is done, then we will declare another variable for looping purpose. So I just keep it as %loop, which is of type logical, storage is auto, and initial value is 1. Okay, so let's see the next thing, which is OVRDBF. So we are doing override. So my file name is testpf1, and here we need to specify one option which is share. So why we are turning on the sharing? Because suppose if the same program, or sorry, if the same file is accessed by another program, in that case it should not give any conflict. That's why we are just turning on the sharing. So it is always recommended to keep the share on before using OpenQuery file, otherwise it will give conflict. So once sharing is on, then you can directly use OPNQRYF file. So just write OPNQRYF, press F4. Here you can pass your file name and then do page down, and in query selection expression you can pass that query that we just designed in the variable. So just pass your variable name, which is %QRY. After that, once the file is overridden, we will retrieve the data in a loop. So I'm running do while loop till the loop condition is 1, and it will be always a 1 because we have hard coded it at the time of declaration. Then we are doing RCVF and checking for one message. This line is for handling the error. So if CPF0864 occur, it means end of file reached. In that case it will leave, otherwise it will print the output. So for printing we are using sndpgmsg command for send program message, and we are converting the user ID to character because it only accepts the character. And if your variable is already of type character, then we can pass it directly. Then undo, and on line number 28 we are deleting the override from the testpf1 because above few lines, like here we are declaring we are overriding the file, so it is always recommended to delete the override once your processing is completed. And then in same manner we are closing the file also. So for that you need to write CLOF, press F4 and pass your file name here, so it will close the file. So let's see how we are getting the output. Calling it, so it start from 20, user 20, 30, user 30, 40, user 40. Okay, so this is a way through which we can access a particular record or particular data from a physical file within a range. Okay, and we can use OpenQuery for that. So I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.